Hi, on Tuesday I had $19,000 transferred out of my account. On Tuesday night, I logged into my bank account and discovered $19,000 missing out of my checkings account. You know, as a college student, this was basically all my savings for the past 6 years. So you can imagine I was a little bit frazzled. Needless to say, I was very lucky that I caught the transaction on the same day that I checked my account, so I was able to get my money back. And the very next day, I went to my branch and I closed my accounts, I changed my password, and I transferred all my funds to a new account. But, you know, despite this, there were still questions that were just circulating through my head, you know? Like, how did the person get my account information? Like, how do they know my account and routing number? Do they have my social security number? Like, why didn't I get an alert when $19,000 was being transacted out of my account? And all these questions were circulating in my head, and I realized, you know, I should just call the fraud department of my bank. They'll probably help me out. They'll put a claim ticket in and hopefully get to the bottom of this. So I called my fraud department, and this is what they told me.
I really don't know how to answer you at your time, because you raise claims, you do file claim for fraudulent transaction, or if you're unidentified identity theft. Again, if your identity was stolen but no accounts were open, we do not consider that identity theft.
Now listen, I get it. I got my money back. My account's safe. I changed my password. Everything's good. We don't need to investigate it. But I mean, let's just say, hypothetically, hypothetically, right? I almost died. I got stabbed. I almost died. And I wake up and this police officer tells me, you know what, you didn't die, so we're not going to investigate the person that stabbed you and almost killed you. You're fine, you know, because you didn't die. You know, maybe it's a bit of an exaggeration, but the logic is still there, right? I mean, why would you not want to go after a guy that's... So I said, screw it. Fuck the bait. I'll do this on my own if I really have to. I went back to my Chase bank account and I decided to look at my device history. And that's when I found the Windows device that was accessing my account. I don't have a Windows device. I have a MacBook and I have an iPhone. So to me, immediately, I was like, something ain't quite right here. If this man was able to access my information, that means that he knew my login and my password. You know that old saying that you should probably change your password for every single account, you know, mix it up? I didn't listen to that. I've never listened to it. So I quickly realized if he has my account password to my Chase account, he probably has it to my Gmail, my Facebook, and everything else about my life. So I quickly went and I changed my password for my Gmail and my Facebook. Then I realized something weird. When I went to my Facebook to get the reset link to my email, I couldn't find the actual email in my inbox. And then I went to my trash bin and I found it. But Gmail doesn't filter important emails into your trash. And I was scrolling through my trash bin and I realized there were some important emails that I was missing in here. And then I realized that this fucker, this motherfucker, had my Google information and had set up a filter to move all of my important emails into the trash automatically so I wouldn't get an alert. In fact, I found the actual Chase email about the transaction alert in my trash bin. So that means that this fucker had gone into my Google account, set up the filter, and then went, I'm gonna go scam a fucking 20-year-old. This fucker had my Google account. He had to see everything. He could see my bookmarks. He could see my history. Not that that's a problem, of course. I mean, my history is not a problem. That I said that's so bad. The guy had everything. So I checked the device history on my Google account, and that's when I found it. Windows Desktop NR77 DV9, Los Angeles, California, USA. You know, clicking on the device gave me some interesting results. The first time he ever accessed my account was on May 13th. Since that time, he's accessed my account a handful of times. Below each of these results came an IP address. So I put one of these IP addresses into a backtrace IP address lookup. I got its longitude and latitude. I put it in one of those map things, and voila, I have the location of our perpetrator. Is that the right word? Putting in the 4 IP addresses yielded some interesting results. I mean, he was accessing it on the middle of the highway, in the middle of the woods, in the middle of the lake, in the forest. Like, I quickly realized that this guy was probably using a VPN. And even if I knew what I was doing, I didn't know how to punish the guy or mess with the guy. I've only Googled how to mess with an IP address, but now I'm probably on the FBI watch list because I Googled it. So, there's nothing I could really do. So all I could do was just keep digging and hoping maybe I could find something. When we're talking about VPNs, that actually brings us to today's sponsor of this week's video, ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN is the #1 VPN service. Okay, no, this video isn't sponsored or anything, but wow, it would have been a great transition, right? But for real, I was really lucky that I was able to catch the transaction when I did and was able to put a stop to it. It was a bit of a wake-up call because you never would think that as a college student, someone would try and get your account information to steal money from you. But I was extremely fortunate and very lucky. And, people have asked me in the last couple of days, did you click on anything weird? Did you click on a spam link? Were you fooled by something that gave your account information away? And no, I didn't click on anything weird. I didn't click on one of those ads that is clearly a virus, like the ones that are hot singles in your area. I would never click on that ever. I'm positive that this data breach actually came from one of those big data breaches from those companies around the world. And I kind of realized that you need an identity guard in today's age to help you keep track of the information that you have and make sure that nothing goes haywire or berserk. So the only real true advice I could give you is to go sign up for an identity guard, change your passwords, and check your accounts because, you never know who it could happen to. Also, in the off chance that the guy that hacked me knows about this YouTube channel and is watching this video right now, please subscribe. That'd be great. And you're a dick.